I live in Jacksonville, as you may know if you're familiar with this site, so I'm inundated with Jaguar news. You cannot escape the stench of this team. I get an up-close and personal view of the worst team in the NFL, and make no mistake, the Jags are the worst team in the NFL. I believe they're even worse this season than they were last year when they finished 2-14, tied with Kansas City for the league's worst record. That being said, I think they're a pretty good bet as 5.5-point road underdogs against Oakland on Sunday. The Raiders don't have any business being favored by 5.5 points over anybody. I know they played pretty well last week, on defense anyway, in a road loss to the Indianapolis Colts. But you look at this team, 9 new starters on defense heading into the season. They're starting Terrell Pryor at quarterback, so they're extremely one-dimensional on that side of the ball. And aside from Pryor's running, Pryor ran for over 100 yards last week. The Raiders could not get anything going on offense against a Colts team that is not known for their defense. The Jaguars come into this game with Chad Henne as their quarterback. Now, when you're using that as one of the arguments for a team, like, hey, they're starting Chad Henne this week, you know just how bad the situation is with that team, but that's the situation with Jacksonville. Chad Henne is a clear, better alternative than Blaine Gabbert. Last season, the Jags offense averaged 40 more pass yards per game when Henne was in there. Now, I know Henne didn't put up great stats last season and had a couple of terrible games. Chad Henne is who he is, probably a career backup in the NFL. However, what he gives the Jaguars offense is more than what Blaine Gabbert gives them, so the Jags will be improved on offense this week. Their best offensive player, Maurice Jones-Drew, was frustrated with his lack of involvement last week. I expect that to change against Oakland here in this game. I think Mojo's going to get plenty of touches. I think Chad Henne is going to do just enough in the passing game to keep this one close. I'm not sure the Jags are going to win. I think they have a chance to win. This one of the only games this year the Jags have a legitimate chance to win. But I think 5.5 is too many points here. I like Jacksonville and the points.